Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jasmine and I lost over 100 pounds naturally with no weight loss surgery, no appetite suppressants. What did I do? I changed what I ate. I have been vegan for 2.5 years and I weight lift. So I am at the grocery store. As you guys can see, I am at my local Kroger. And if you have ever felt overwhelmed when it comes to grocery shopping because of all the unhealthy choices you can make, then this video is for you. I'm going to teach you how to shop smarter and healthier so that you can lose the weight and keep the weight off for good. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so tip number one is shop the perimeter of the store. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but everything that's healthy is on the outskirts of the grocery store. So I am in the produce section. Where is your produce section typically at every single grocery store? The perimeter. Think about where your dairy is. Think about where the meat is. It's all on the outskirts of the grocery store. So if you don't remember anything else from this video, remember to stick to the outskirts of the grocery store. That's where all of the unprocessed foods typically tend to be until we get to dairy. But typically all of the unprocessed foods are on the outskirts and all of the processed stuff is in the aisles. All right, tip number two, make sure you write a list of everything that you're going to need before you step foot in the grocery store. The last thing you want to do is start adding stuff to your basket because you don't really know what you want to cook for the week, and the stuff that you're adding isn't healthy. It's full of sugar, it's full of salt, it's full of fat. You don't want that, all right? So what I always do is before I even leave the house, I write down what I'm going to be making for the week and make my list. I'll check my pantries, make sure I don't have what I need, and I'll add that to my list, and I'll come to the grocery store and only get those things. A shopping list is not only going to save you from yourself by grabbing stuff that you don't need, but it's also going to help your wallet, because a lot of times, I don't know about you, but for myself, I'll grab stuff that I don't even need or stuff that I already had at home, and it's just not fun, right? So make your grocery list. Tip number three, read the nutritional label of all of the snacks and things that you're putting in your basket. You would be surprised at how many calories are in things, and not even just that, how small the serving size is. So I grabbed some peanut butter filled pretzels. And if we take a look at this label here, so 10 pretzels is the serving size, 140 calories, 6 grams of fat, and 5 grams of protein. So it's not the worst thing, but how many of you guys are really only eating 10? Are you really only eating 10? Probably not, right? 10 is not that much. You guys see how small they are? This is why it's important to pay attention to this stuff. And as you guys can see, I am in an aisle. So what did I tell you guys at the beginning of this video? When you get into the aisles of the grocery store, that's when you start to experience stuff that's high in calories, high in fat, high in sugar, high in salt, all the things, okay? This is what you're gonna find in the aisles. So if you do find yourself in the aisles, make sure you're looking at the nutritional label so that you know exactly what it is that you're eating. All right, tip number four, avoid shopping when you're hungry. I am not myself when I am hungry. You are probably not yourself when you're hungry either, okay? When I am hungry, I'm ready to eat whatever, okay? And that's not good when you are in a location full of food, processed food, snacks, sweets, the list goes on, right? So eat your food before you come, all right? I always will eat lunch or dinner, depending on whatever time I'm shopping. I will always make sure I eat a full meal before I come here, okay? So that I'm not tempted to grab stuff just because I'm hungry and just because it's quick. Something else that you guys have probably seen me do, I tend to go to the grocery store after I leave the gym. And when I finish working out, because I work out so hard, I am hungry. What I always do is pack a post-workout meal and I leave it in my car so when I finish at the gym, I can eat it and then I'll come to the grocery store, okay? So it's typically like some yogurt with some blueberries, some granola, things like that. But by the time I get to the grocery store, I'm no longer hungry. So eat before you come so that you're not eating stuff that you don't really need, that you don't really want, just because you're hungry. Tip number five, always try to focus on whole foods. So vegetables, fruits, lean meat if you do eat meat. These are the foods that are going to keep you feeling fuller longer. The reason why junk food is not good for you, not only because it's full of calories and fat and all of the crap, but also because it's not going to keep you full. It's going to have you wanting more and more and more. But when you stick to fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, and things like that, you're going to be feeling fuller longer. It's calorically dense, which means fewer calories, more protein, and all of those things. So whole foods, whole foods from the ground. All right, so my next tip for you guys is to stock up on your staple goods. I use a lot of vegetable broth with anything that I cook. I always sprinkle in some vegetable broth. Therefore, I always make sure I have vegetable broth in my pantry. I cook a lot of things with chickpeas. Chickpeas and black beans are great sources of protein. Me being vegan, that's how I get a lot of my protein. So I always make sure that I have chickpeas in the house at all times so that when I'm feeling lazy or I don't feel like grocery shopping, I can just go in my pantry and get what I need. Okay, you guys, another tip for you. I am in the dairy aisle. So I love yogurt, my non-dairy yogurt, of course. So I picked up some Trix yogurt. This yogurt probably tastes really good. Honestly, I've never had it before, but it is full of sugar and the serving size is really, really tiny, okay? So instead of grabbing a yogurt like this, always opt for a Greek yogurt because it's gonna have typically fewer calories, more protein, and it makes it a better choice. The same applies when you're going for bread. Instead of doing white bread, opt for whole wheat bread. If you're gonna be eating pasta, you guys see me making pasta all of the time, but I'm always using either chickpea noodles or red lentil noodles as opposed to traditional pasta. So making choices like that is what's gonna help you lose weight and keep the weight off. All right, you guys, there you have it. Tips and tricks to make your shopping experience healthier and smarter. Did you learn anything from this video? Were there any tips or tricks that you have already started using? Leave a comment down below, let me know. Let me know if I didn't mention something that you do to make smarter choices in the grocery store as well. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to check out my other YouTube videos right here, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.